to entering Earth. Forget who you are. Earth isn't just a planet. It's the greatest experiment in the universe. Consciousness came here knowing it would forget everything, to see if, even in total darkness, the light could be remembered.
The Earth is a convergence node point. Every major race line and galactic council seeded something here on Earth. It's all connected. Why? Because Earth is a living experiment of free will choice, memory, and multi-dimensional fusion. So our choices here on Earth affect the entire cosmos. So when you heal, when you awaken, you're not just shifting your life, you're re-anchoring frequencies that ripple into the higher dimensions, galaxies, and universes.
Just in general, in terms of species who are interested. So Earth is a grand experiment, and it was donated thousands of worlds worth of genetic material. So it's a very diverse system. And part of the experiment was to see if we could go down in density, forget who we are, and remember, and come back up. So through this process, a lot of the issues that other species have been challenged with, as we're learning how to walk the path, that information is shared with them, and that has an impact on their history, if you will. From our linear perceived reality, it might be something that happened, 10,000 years ago. But when you are talking about no time, all right, that past, present, and future are one, that can impact that lifetime and that system 10,000 years ago. That information is put into the energetic record, and they can start accessing it. And so that can have a ripple effect in the growth of all life throughout.
Where our ancestors were first seeded. Again, they were seeded by other off-world, or let's just say off-universal races that came from other universes to create what they call the Great Experiment. So we are part of a genetic experiment that has actually been going on for billions of years. That was literally transferred over from other creations, other universes, into this universe to be kind of like the culmination of all of creation, since there are multiple universes.
I've been working in the UFO field for so long that I feel I understand the ETs better than most people. And I know their motives, I know why they're here, I know what they're doing, and to me they're wonderful, gentle people. And once you understand the reasons they're coming, there's nothing to be frightened about at all. But the movies and the TV like to create that fear. But I guess a message I could leave with people is that they've been coming since the beginning of the world, since the creation of the world. If they wanted to harm us, they sure could have done it a long time ago. So they're really not here to harm us, they're watching us, they're studying us, trying to figure out how in the world could we have gotten in this big mess that we're in. But they have the law of non-interference, so they can't interfere, all they can do is watch. And studying us, we're called the Grand Experiment.
There was only one rule to entering Earth. Forget who you are. Earth isn't just a planet. It's the greatest experiment.
When you are sensitive, self-aware, and intelligent, and you hold a lot of chronic shame, this can turn into a recipe to...
You see, the people who truly...
This movement is shorter in...
You have been initiated. You have entered the next phase of your journey and of your mission.
Sixth dimension will be the perspective of the universe where you...
According to neuroscience, the highest form of intelligence isn't logic or memory. It's metacognition, the rare ability to think about thinking. It's the brain correcting itself in real time, adapting with every moment of awareness. It happens in metacognition, the rare ability to think about thinking. awareness into growth and thought into transformation. According to neuroscience, the highest form of intelligence isn't logic or memory. It's metacognition, the rare ability to think about thinking. It's the brain correcting itself in real time, adapting with every moment of awareness. It happens when you stop and ask, why did I react that way? Or why did I feel that? That pause is evolution, because the moment you observe your own mind, your brain begins to rewire, turning awareness into growth and thought into transformation. According to
Hollywood is not the land of dreams. It is the largest open-air witchcraft altar in the world.
You think you go to the movies to have fun? No. You pay the ticket to participate in a ritual.
Look at the name, Hollywood. It is the sacred wood that the druids used to make their magic wands. The function of the wand is to direct energy and implant virtual chips in your brain, altering your energetic patterns. This is exactly what your TV screen does to your mind. And who holds this wand? The Collins family, one of the oldest lineages, directly linked to the witches of Salem. They were not thrown into the fire. They migrated to California and founded the studio, traded the cauldron for the camera. Every film, every clip, every trend is a sigil cast into the collective unconscious.
They don't want your money. They want your belief.
You are not the audience. You are the sacrifice.
They control the magic. But you also have this power within you.
If you do not awaken your magic, they will continue to use your energy. If you don't want to be controlled and want to learn real magic, comment Coven, and I'll send you the invitation to join my private witches group. Hollywood is not the land of dreams.
Actually cause more harm than good. But we're at a unique point in human evolution right now. We're at a collective threshold where more souls are ready for this information than ever before in recorded history. And you, chosen one, you're one of them. You're ready. You've been prepared through everything you've experienced, everything you've survived, everything you've learned. And now it's time for you to know the truth that changes everything. So what is this information? What am I so hesitant to share? But no, I must. Let me ease into it by first telling you what you already suspect, what you've probably felt but haven't been able to articulate clearly. You've always known you're different. You've always felt like you don't quite fit into the normal patterns of society, the conventional expectations of how life is supposed to unfold. You've looked around at other people living their lives, pursuing their goals, following a prescribed path of education, career, family, retirement, and something inside you has always whispered, that's not your path, that's not why you're here. There's something else, something more, something bigger. You've had moments, maybe brief flashes or extended periods, where you've touched something beyond the ordinary. Maybe in meditation, maybe in nature, maybe in moments of crisis or ecstasy, where you felt connected to something vast, something infinite, something that showed you that reality is so much more than what we've been taught to believe. You've experienced synchronicities that are too precise, too perfectly timed, too specifically relevant to be dismissed as coincidence. Numbers that follow you, songs that play exactly when you need to hear their message, people who appear in your life at the exact moment you need them, circumstances that align in ways that defy logical probability. You've gone through dark nights of the soul that nearly destroyed you, but ultimately transformed you. Periods where everything fell apart, where you lost what you thought you needed, where you were stripped down to nothing, where you had to face your deepest fears and shadows, and you survived. You emerged different. You emerged stronger. You emerged with wisdom that can only be earned through walking through the fire. You felt called to something you can't quite name, a purpose that feels massive, significant, world-changing, but also frustratingly vague and unclear. You know you're here to do something important, to contribute something meaningful, to be part jobs, environments that used to feel tolerable. What you could accept before, you can't accept anymore. Who you could be around before, you can't be around anymore. What you could tolerate before now feels suffocating, draining, misaligned. You're being pushed, pulled, called towards something different, something more aligned, something that resonates with who you're becoming, rather than who you've been. All of this, everything I just described, isn't random. It's not a collection of unrelated experiences. It's a carefully orchestrated awakening process. You've been in training. You've been in preparation. You've been going through an initiation sequence that's been guiding you, step by step, toward this exact moment where you're ready to receive the information I'm about to share. So here it is. Here's what I can't believe I'm telling you. But your future depends on you knowing. You are not who you think you are. Your identity, the story you've been telling yourself about who you are, where you come from, what you're capable of, what you deserve, what's possible for you, almost all of it is false programming. It's conditioning that was installed in you by family, society, culture, religion, education, media, all designed, whether intentionally or unintentionally, to keep you small, keep you limited, keep you operating within a very narrow bandwidth of possibility. The real you, your actual essence, your true nature, is so much more vast, so much more powerful, so much more capable than anything you've been allowed to believe. You are not a limited human having occasional spiritual experiences. You are an infinite spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And the difference between those two perspectives is everything. You didn't incarnate into this body, into this life, into this time period by accident. You chose to be here. Your soul, your higher self, the infinite aspect of your consciousness that exists beyond time and space, made a deliberate decision to come into physical form at this specific point in human history, because something massive is happening, something unprecedented. Something that requires the presence of awakened souls who can hold higher frequencies, anchor new energies, and assist in a collective transformation that will reshape the entire trajectory of humanity. You've heard terms like the shift, the awakening, the ascension, the new earth, and maybe they've resonated with you, or maybe they've sounded too abstract, too vague, too new agey to take seriously. But let me make this concrete for you. Right now, in this very moment, human consciousness is undergoing a frequency upgrade. We're collectively moving from a fear-based separation